5 seconds
Team
remaining.
Liquid's turn to ban.
Radiant team
Team
ban.
Liquid's turn to ban.
Oke, balik lagi di sini Angga Novian. Sepertinya ada pertandingan di epicenter XL antara melawan Mineski dengan tim Liquid. Kita lihat di sini untuk picker. Oke, kita lihat lagi di sini sepertinya akan ada Ayo sepertinya akan digunakan oleh sepertinya GH dengan Ayo-nya sepertinya. Oke, di sini ada Witch Doctor dari tim Mineski. Sepertinya Jabs atau siapa Moonmender sepertinya akan menggunakan Trade Protector. Kontribusi dari kemarin antara tim Empire lawan tim kemarin tuh lawan apa ya, lupa lagi. Oke. Ini bukan live langsung ya, ini rekaman dari yang kemarin yang epicenter itu. Ini game pertama dari tim Liquid sama Mineski. Kita lihat nanti ada game keduanya. Untuk yang belum nonton, silahkan like, share, and subscribe. Keep watching guys. Oke, di sini sepertinya ada Jakiro, sepertinya yang akan dipakai oleh Kuroki. Oke, di sini ya kita nanti apa ya? Saya juga dukungnya tim Liquid sepertinya. Oke, kita tunggu hero apakah yang akan dipakai mereka kalau udah seperti ini draftnya. Oke guys, thank you.
5 seconds remaining.
Comeback lagi. Oke, ada band gyrocopter dari tim Liquid di band sepertinya gyrocopternya. Nah, kita lihat di sini akankah ada band sepertinya di sini Miracle Invoker. Belajar jadi caster nggak apa-apa ya, dikit-dikit. Oh, seperti X.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Tinggal draft yang ketiga pick dari Mineski, dan sepertinya juga sama dengan tim Liquid. Udah jarang online Dota juga sih sebenarnya. Kalau untuk sekarang lagi main ini apa? Game survival. Oops. Oke. Tadi udah sampai mana kita ngepick? Oh ini. Yang ketiga ya, itu Ayo sama Gyrocopter. Tadi sorry.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oke, kita lihat akan ke Mushi dengan carry-nya, kita lihat. Atau Miracle dari mid laner-nya.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Ada Centaur dari tim Mineski.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oke, sepertinya akankah mereka combo dengan Ayo, Jakiro, dan Miracle seperti biasa menggunakan invokernya. Tuman-tuman dengan Necropos. Main control.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, ada Clockwork sepertinya yang akan dimainkan oleh main control. Kita lihat di sini antara Miracle sama Tumamban, dua pick hero lagi. Oke.
10 seconds remaining.
Ini sorry sebenarnya lagi belajar casteran aja.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, draft keempat sepertinya di atas Dead Prophet ya.
10 seconds remaining.
Kayaknya combo mereka, combo-komboan, kejar-kejaran ini.
5 seconds
Ada
remaining.
sepertinya ulti dari Trend Protector, terus Centaur, Dead Prophet, yang terakhir ada stun dari Witch Doctor sama ulti dengan Mars Panlord-nya.
Radiant team back.
Oh, sepertinya ada Phantom Lancer. Nggak kebaca juga draftnya ya, kayak kalau kayak gini.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Gila, draft dari tim Liquid sekarang sama kemarin-kemarin lebih bagusan yang kemarin-kemarin ya, dengan
Team
combo-combo kayak
Liquid's turn to ban.
si siapa Kuroki dengan Ruby. Kalau nggak salah aku pernah lihat si Kuroki ya pakai apa itu apa, aduh lupa lagi, dia pakai mid laner kalau nggak salah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to
Oke,
pick.
last pick dari tim Liquid, kita lihat akankah dia nge-pick dengan invoker. Sepertinya invokernya nggak di ban juga rupanya di sini. Kita lihat akankah ada keajaiban. Di atas mereka nge-ban
10 seconds remaining.
Sun King, Natar Prophet,
5
Oh,
seconds
apa itu?
remaining.
OD ya,
Radiant
OD.
team pick.
Outworld.
Admiral Kunka.
Oh, Kunka rupanya di sini. Oh, sepertinya mereka pakai apa ini ya? Antara Kunkanya Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer biasa dipakai Matumba. Oh enggak
10
salah
seconds
Matumba
remaining.
harusnya pakai Kunka. Berarti yang pakai Phantom Lancer
5
Miracle
seconds
kayaknya.
remaining.
Oke, last pick dari tim Mineski, kita lihat akankah terjadi Oke, oh ya, Matomamba dengan Phantom Lancer, Miracle dengan Kunka. Sekarang dengan GH dengan Ayo-nya, Liquid Kuroki dengan Jakiro. Kita lihat di sini Trade Protector belum ada. Witch Doctor Mushi, Mushi seperti ini menjadi support sepertinya di sini sekarang. Dan Centaur nggak tahu itu apa. Ais aja Ais. Dead Prophet dengan Moon. Mipo Jabs. Oh, ada Mipo rupanya di sini kawan-kawan. Mereka emang bener kayaknya main wombo combo dari tim Mineski. Kita lihat akan di sini juga terjadi wombo combo dari GH Kuroki, Min Control, Matumamba dan Miracle. Oke guys, game dimulai. Sepertinya jangan lupa untuk like, share, and subscribe. Untuk next videonya juga sih, biasanya kalau misalnya ada live juga pasti di live-in, cuman berhubung kemarin ada sedikit gangguan juga, sayanya lagi sibuk jadi nggak bisa. Oke, game dari pertama kita lihat akankah dengan kita lihat di sini ada Miracle, Jakiro sepertinya top. Sekarang mereka rollnya di top ya, jadi safe lane. Di atas sepertinya ada Gengkat, di bawah ada main control dengan GH.
The battle begins.
Kita lihat Matumamban kayaknya take mid atau nggak jadi. Oke, seperti biasa Miracle mid, Matumamban safe lane dengan Kuroki, bot GH dengan main control dia. Saya lebih suka main control pakai Natro Prophet ya daripada Clockwork. Oke, di sini sepertinya Centaur biasa ya, Heartland sama Trend Protector. Di bawah ada Dead Prophet, sepertinya Jabs ambil mid dengan Mipo-nya. Kita lihat di sini ada scripting. Ini dicicil-cicil aja, dicolek-colek. colek aja. Oke, di atas akan ada terjadi first blood. Kita lihat di sini, oh balik lagi, gagal. Kita lihat di bawah masih aja farming. Kau. Oh, di atas lagi. Sepertinya di atas lebih ramai daripada tengah sama bawah ya. Kita lihat di sini masih ada gonjang ganjing. Oke. Jadi kayaknya. Cicil sepertinya oleh push. Oke, di atas ada dari Kuroki. Cicilnya Cicil Jakiro ya kayaknya. Di sana sebenarnya ada ward di sini untuk viewersnya cuma segini ya dia. Dari segini. Oke, mid laner kayaknya emang nggak ada ward ya sekarang. Untuk main safe lebih safe lagi kayaknya. Di sini juga ada ward dari tim Mineski. Di bawah kita lihat lagi ada, wow, tarik menarik ya. Lihat Prophet. Prophet di tengah ada Mipo.
Dire are scanning.
Sepertinya ada scan dari tim Dire ya, dari ini. Oke, di atas sepertinya ada Centaur yang dibully, Jakiro dibully, oh Kuroki akan terjadi first blood, apa siapa? Oh, ternyata teman-teman first blood. Kita lihat, oh disusul oleh Kuroki dengan teman Kuroki. Oke, nah sekali, oh di sana ada GS datang membantu. Kita lihat di bawah dibully, main kontrol, kita lihat skill 3 dari Witch Doctor, mati rupanya, ditinggalin sama GS. Kayaknya ada miskomunikasi dari antara GX dengan main control. Oke, di sini masih stop farming, skip farming. Oke, dilihat di bawah, di bawah ada Witch Doctor dari belakang. Kita lihat main control. Ternyata dia balik lagi. Oh, di atas kita lihat di sini ada Centaur akan kemati. Kita lihat di sini akan kemati oleh Mantu Mamban. Kita lihat gerakan dari Mantu Mamban sepertinya di sini. Ada Ninja Boogie di sini menggunakan trend protectornya. Ini mid laner diharas ya, dari farming dari seorang Mipo Jabs. Oke, kita lihat di sini ada Kuroki barang baru segitu ya. Kita lihat di sini dari Network masih dipegang oleh Phantom Lancer ya, dengan perolehan 2200 dan disusul oleh Mipo. Ini di sini, oh disusul lagi Kunka, manis sekali. Kita lihat di bawah ada stun dari Witch Doctor dan menghalangi dari Rune sepertinya. Dikit lagi rupanya. Oke. Aduh. Oh, di sana ada skill dari Phantom Lancer akan terjadi kill. Yes, kita lihat di sini Centaurnya akan mati. Mati rupanya oleh Mantu Mamban. Perolehan itu lebih dari ini ya, lebih dari 1k dari tim Mineski sekarang ini. Kita lihat, oh disusul di atas Makau untuk pergerakan kameranya. Kita lihat sini akan terjadi mati lagi. Kuroki dikejar oleh Ninja Boogie trend protector. Dan itu mati rupanya di sana kawan-kawan. GH harus ter-shut down. Kita lihat di sini masih dikejar oleh Mantu Mamban masih dengan Mantu Mamban. Oh di sana ngejar Mantu Mamban akan, dapat kill juga ternyata, dominating dari Mantu Mamban, ada kill. Oke, di bawah Jakiro tengah. Sebelum mereka udah ya. Sekarang ada Witch Doctor, kita lihat Mushi. Di bawah mati, Witch Doctor mati. Kemudian dari kontrol, kita lihat tinggal kawan-kawan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oke. Sekarang ada GH. Oke, sepertinya di sini mereka akan digengbeng oleh Trend Protector, Witch Doctor. Kita lihat di sini datang Jabs datang dan punya. Oh, di stun kita lihat akan apa yang terjadi di skill 3 oleh datang. Oh, di stun lagi. Apa yang terjadi di skill 2 saja dulu. Oh, ada di stun lagi oleh Titanic Shellan. Oh, lari dia lari. Ada lagi akan terjadi balik ke gangbang. Kita lihat di sini. Ay, manis sekali. Kita lihat sini ada terjadi. Enggak jadi rupanya. Nice sekali pergerakan dari main control. Mereka Mushi dan Jab sepertinya di sini.
Are scanning.
Nah, oke di sini.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, teman-teman free farming ya rupanya di sini. Di blok. Oke, ditemenin sama Kuroki tengahnya. Sini ada ward. Wah, ketahuan ini wardnya rupanya ini.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oke, bawah sepertinya lagi di push. Ada propet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Namanya kayak bulan. Jabugi udah standby, GH juga sama sepertinya udah standby juga. Kita lihat sana di gang skill 3 dari masih ada skill 1 kita lihat akan ke mati dia rupanya. Enggak mati, enggak jadi. Oh, mati rupanya terkena skill 3 kita lihat di sini Dakar. Masih Dakar kita lihat level 2. Sakit kita ini. Seorang GH. Oh, masih maaf ya kalau kita di sini. Aduh. Kadang ngeblank ya. Jadi kalau jadi caster itu emang susah juga. Jadi untuk caster orang Indonesia yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau menggunakan bahasa Indonesia itu udah paling top deh. Makanya jadi caster itu susah. Makanya jangan jadi caster gitu. Kalian bisa cobain aja dulu sendiri, jangan main blak. Oke, kita lihat di sini ada kill dari tim Liquid akan terjadi. Oh, seperti Titanic. Oh, masih mati juga terjadi. Miracle ya kayaknya ya. Di sini juga teman-teman free farming juga di sini di atas. Ada TV dari Moon, ada propet ke atas. Kita lihat di sini ada. Kita lihat. Cukup ya. Ada. Sebenarnya Kuroki masih nunggu ya di situ ya. Oh, sebenarnya di sini ngebantu mereka buat hancurin tower nih dia. Sini ada Clockwork. Kita lihat di sini kayaknya mau menuju apa ini? Masih belum kepikiran ini. Oh, ada bingkai dari protector dan kontrol. Oh my god, bisa juga. Caster ada ulti. Kita lihat di sini ada pergerakan bagus sekali dari masih ada GH Miracle diselamatkan oleh GH. Kalian nggak jadi malah dibalik mundur, malah harus pulang mereka. Pergerakannya bagus sekali dari GH. Di belakang kita lihat di sini masih farming Jabs dengan itemnya. Kita lihat di sini Mipo masih mana Real Mipo ya. Real Mipo baru item itu. Oh, sebenarnya dagger ya, dia langsung dagger. Musuh farming di bawah juga masih dipusin oleh Rocket yang kontrol sama Mantuman. Di sini ada Ninja Bugi masih menjadi aerial support. Ini sepertinya mau bikin pipe ya dia. Tunggu ya, masih nunggu dia ini sepertinya Mushi. Dia nemenin Miracle terus ya, setia dia di atas. Masih ada Kuroki di jungle. Oh, ternyata ada dari tim Radiant. Oke, kita lihat di atas akan terjadi gangbang sepertinya dari Miracle. Oh, masih skill 1. Oh, apa yang terjadi di skill 3 aja? Apa yang terjadi? Balikin. Oke, ada Titanic mati langsung. Kita lihat di sini ada gangbang dari 1-2 orang. Kita lihat di sini akan Miracle mati. Kita lihat masih dikejar aja. Oh, mati ternyata dari Miracle. Kita lihat di sini ada GH akan ke mati. Ini mundur dari kawan-kawan. Di belakang sebenarnya ada Clockwork dari main control hook. Apa yang terjadi kita lihat di sini, ada skill 2-nya. Oh, di sana ada bantuan, bala bantuan. Main control punya clash. Ini kalau ibaratkan ini tuh apa? Birahi memuncak gitu bang. Oke, masih kita lihat di sini item dari Matu Mamban ya. Soalnya dia dari tadi free farming nih. Gold network aja sampai 6.000 dipegang sama PL. Hah? Hah? Raon lah. Oke, di sana sebenarnya ada sentry dari ini ya, tim Radiant ya, dari Mineski. Oh, ada mati rupanya. Mati death prophetnya, kita lihat, maaf. Ini sepertinya masih berdua aja ya. Sini ada sepertinya siap-siap ready untuk ngehook rupanya di sini dari seorang main control. Di sini ada sentry, double sentry ya.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Kita lihat sini ada hook. Apa yang terjadi? Nice. Shotnya langsung di sini. Seorang witch doctor mati, kita lihat di sini. Di bawah juga ada gangbang. Oh, mati rupanya Matu Mamban. Di atas kita lihat akan terjadi gangbang lagi. Di sana udah siap sedia apa ini Trend Protector, Ninja Bugi dan Moon dan Death Prophet kita lihat. Oke, di sana masih terus hit. Oh, ada ulti dari Death Prophet. Mereka di ulti, ada skill satu dari mereka kita akhirnya mati. Oh, mati rupanya, mundur dari seorang main control ya, karena mereka tahu di sana ada TP-TP-an. Ada gengket, semuanya TP ke atas kita lihat, kecuali dari Jabs ya. Jabs masih farming rupanya. Di bawah. Oke, sebenarnya lagi ada gengket katanya. Kita lihat di sini bawah yang masih still farming sepertinya. Ini yang real one di bawah. Oh, udah jadi apa ini, dagger ya dia. Udah jadi dagger rupanya di sini. Oh, mati rupanya, kena gengget. Oh, kena sudah hookshot. Ayo, masih ada. Oh, mati juga rupanya ini kawan-kawan. Kita lihat di sini, nafsu kayaknya dirahi memuncak. Aduh. Oke, balik lagi aja, langsung otomatis aja ya. Capek.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Bounty!
Different ini XPR-nya dia. Kita lihat di sini akan terjadi gengket di Rosan, kita lihat. Ayo, ada mati. Oh, ada stun dari Kuroki, ada Titanic stun aja. Oke, mantap sekali dari pergerakan dari Matu Mamban dan mereka. Oke, kita lihat di sini Towernya juga ikutan mati. Kita lihat di sini masih Matu Mamban ngejar, ngejar Doctor. Oke, mati. Sepertinya di sini ada buyback dari Trend Protector, akan terjadi gengket lagi, balik gengket rupanya. Jabs, di sana ada Jabs dengan dikejar sama Miracle, dikejar main control juga sama sepertinya. Oh, ada puf aja di rupanya. Dan di sini Matu Mamban masih farming rupanya. Oke, kita lihat di sini ya. Karena sepertinya tim Liquid akan mendapatkan terusan dengan ini network berhasil unggul dengan 3K ya. Headshot berubah. Jadi caster bro. Hesek jadi caster tadi, ampun. Oke, Matu Mamban masih ngejar di sana sepertinya, kelihatan Moon ya. Oh, ada ward juga sepertinya di atas. Ini Matu Mamban yang mengambil apa? Aegis ya. Oke, kita lihat di sini masih nunggu main kontrol. Sepertinya di sini yang sering open itu main kontrol dengan hookshotnya. Oke, masih push. Matu Mamban di backup oleh 1, 2, 3, 4 orang. Kita lihat. 4 orang di atas, sepertinya ada miracle ya di atas. Oke, balik, nggak jadi balik. Oh bukan, sepertinya di atas. Di atas kita lihat di atas. Ada geng di atas itu, pink siapa itu? Oh, Kuroki. Oh, Kuroki terkena geng ke TV, rupanya nggak jadi karena telat ya. Ada itu, kita lihat apa yang terjadi. Di sini ada dari Prophet, mati juga rupanya. Manis sekali pergerakan dari Matu Mamban mereka. Ternyata di sini combo dari tim Mineski nggak berfungsi dengan baik rupanya. Di sini ada TV dari seorang GH. Nggak jadi juga rupanya. Oh belum. Dia di bawah, sedangkan di bawah lagi jadi push sama Centaur ya, seorang Centaur yang push gitu. Kita lihat di sini. Oh, ada TV, ada geng dari Jet. Setelah apa yang terjadi? Ulti dari Centaur. Mati juga. Di sana mati, Centaur dibalikin oleh, kita lihat di sini Matu Mamban terusan Momenda mati. Apa yang terjadi? Akankah terjadi trend protector? Oh, di skill 3 oleh mereka skill 1. Apa yang terjadi? Mati juga rupanya. Mati juga rupanya dari mereka dengan Titan itu. Terus balik lagi kita lihat di sini sepertinya Barak yang dikejar terus. Ada TV dari GH sepertinya, langsung TV dari sini. Oke, di sini perolehan different team networknya dia jatuh semua langsung ke tim Liquid ya. Dari sekarang baru 3.000, sekarang udah 7.000 kakak gitu perbedaan networknya. Oke. Manis sekali sepertinya. Kalau udah jadi dada halus ya rupanya di sini. Sakit gimana gitu. Nanti kita lihat aja.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Oke, Messi mereka menuju main atas. Di sana nggak tahu ada siapa. Di sana ada protector udah siap keluar. Kita lihat masih kedua, ada ulti dari protector. Stun, apa yang terjadi? Stun, mati. Witch Doctor, ada matapan dari Witch Doctor, free banget dia Witch Doctor. Gak jadi mati. Matu Mamban mati dia seperti punya Aegis. Apa yang terjadi kita lihat di sini akan nice sekali kita lihat. Ada silent dari Death Prophet mati rupanya, masih main kontrol. Matu Mamban manis sekali. Oke, Matu Mamban triple kill. Kita lihat dimainin. Ya, selamat. Oke, bagus sekali pergerakannya. Oke, balik sepertinya Matu Mamban dengan darahnya sedikit lagi ya rupanya dia.
Line and sinker. Oh, what a play. Liquid, 30 kills up.
I think if they didn't have the mid side, it might be okay for Mineski, but that one fight mid before just absolutely ruined them where Jabs couldn't come back in time. Oh dear.
They already had the aces by that stage, so I think like whether Jabs was there or not, I'm not really too sure if they could take on the fight. I think maybe Mineski would have gone down anyway, but we don't know that. They were missing some heroes actually, so maybe it would have been fine. Anyway, Miracle gonna come and clear up some creeps here. Ninja Boogie is watching, but doing nothing but watching.
It's very difficult when you take some damage, but it's very...
that's pinged out.
Yeah, they see it with the effect. Miracle does have the blink now. Another regen rune for GH.
Good. Cool.
How does this just keep happening? It feels like the stars are aligning for Liquid this game. When the Radiant do scan out the Kunkka, so they know he's there, they kind of have to run away here, it feels like.
X marks is on to side, so they're actually going to try and turn this one around as they silence a bunch of them.
Good
using that exorcism, now the overgrowth with the death ward on the sidelines. They're trying to bring down the Timberman. Can they do it in time? Meanwhile, Jabs in the backline trying to take out this Kunkka. He knows how much AoE damage the Kunkka can put out. If he brings him down, he should be a bit safe in the fight. Will be able to finish off that Kunkka. Now looking for more. Timberman just out of here. And it's actually mind control on the run. Block work. Can't really escape here.
Good cogs though.
Maybe he can actually. Maybe he can. Jabs with the net. It doesn't quite land. And mind control. He is only going to get out of this one.
And that's the moving speed for the drums and the phase boots there. Just about gets himself out.
Those ghosts were stroking the back of his neck the entire time, but didn't quite manage to get inside him, unfortunately.
So Jabs with the Hex now as well. We've seen it the last couple of team fights is really helping him lock down this Kunkka. They're doing well, but I feel like they're really going to struggle in this late game still with the PL unless they can throw everything down to...
Doomman just farming up, farming and farming and farming. He is still ahead of the meat. Like what Jabs is doing in these fights, you know, he's getting in the back lines, he's taking out that Kunkka. But Liquid, you know, they've been caught twice by this now, with the Kunkka being taken out really early on, and then they've got no AoE to deal with this Meepo. So I'm thinking they might be thinking of maybe reworking their team fights a bit, protecting Miracle a little bit more.
Matubaman does have the heart now as well, so he's going to be a lot tankier and quite happy to sit on the front line and tank more damage. And the other big thing is Moon, on the Death Prophet just picked up the Blink Dagger, which is not a usual second item that we see. We tend to see it further on into the item build-up, I would say. You'd like to see Death Prophets usually try and pick up some tank items, so...
Yeah, Aeon Disc or something like that, but no, going for the Blink. Going for the initiation and going for the get in their face kind of build. But I like it.
Yeah, I think he is trying to follow up from the overgrowth as well, so
exactly that.
When Ice blinks in and when Ninja Boogie uses the overgrowth, they can kind of follow it up with this exorcism damage.
Oh, they got the meteor on the tree.
Good, full of memes. I like
Full
this game.
committal. I love it, Mineski.
I mean, it's good AoE damage as well. They don't have a great way of dealing with the overgrowth at the moment.
It is a good item on tree, like, you know, as fun as it can be. It's actually a very good item on tree. Many things work with it. Central ulti is popped, and now they find the hook shot, so I think Mushi goes down in the back here. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I think
although he has been outputting so much damage in the fights.
If you look at these Liquid wards though on the map, they are relentless. They're just closing down on Mineski so much. They've got so much vision in this bot area. It's kind of like a little semicircle coming out with the Liquid wards. And it looks like they are chasing someone down to the side.
So Matumman and GH. The duo, they've been together most of this game, to be honest. Like the two heroes hanging out, helping each other out, holding each other's hand, quite literally with that tether. The Miracle farms at bottom, but quite an unusual combination, the PL and the Wisp. You know, you don't see it very often. One of the big reasons for that is because Wisp actually reveals the correct Phantom Lancer just by tethering to him. But it's still it's not the easiest thing to work out if you're Mineski. Of course, he's always got the doppelganger and everything else, and I think the survivability it gives them is more valuable than the confusion you can create without it. But it's going to be a smoke into the Roshan pit for Mineski right now, as Jabs will jump in as well.
I think Liquid realise though.
Yeah, there's a flare. And they are straight on their way. Mind control, he's got the hook shot available. They are going to use it to initiate and actually gets one of the Meepos with correct target. Immediately side biting him up though, trying to get the damage out. Meanwhile, Mushi on the back line to trying to do some damage, but look at this bow coming in, everybody! Oh no, Jatsushi managed to stun GH just before he dies and immediately coming back to life. Now turning it around, the overgrowth is there. Jabs is in, trying to do the damage. In comes Kuroki, he throws down that ice path. Miracle is down, Matumbaman as well. Mineski are somehow winning this fight as a stomp comes through onto the Chikiro, and oh my god, it's an ultra kill for Moon. How did they turn that Roshan fight around? GH goes down as well, but whatever. Jesus, that was just crazy.
Oh my god, what a team fight from Mineski. They finally get the exorcism damage off because Moon just isn't focused down at all with all the units and all the confusion going on the pit. I think they just tried to burst down the Meepo as quickly as they could.
And when did Rose die? How did Joe pick it up that quickly? He was dead, but he picked up the ages. That was, I'm losing my mind here. That was, how are Mineski turning this game around?
Yeah, and with this Meepo, they are going to push towers quickly, and they might look to force the high ground here a little bit. Get some chip damage, maybe. No, okay, the Jab is like, Moon, get the hell out of here. We need to be careful. now that you've got that lead, you really don't want to throw it away. And this is the other advantage of the Meteor Hammer. You can split push the waves out, and it feels like they've been lacking that this game because Liquid have been doing a great job on, especially on Jakiro, on Kururo. He's been doing a great job of just pushing these lanes in all the time and forcing Mineski to deal with them.
Jabs going on the Ancients here. Just going around farming, you know, they don't need to push anymore. They can wait. I mean, they didn't get the Aegis, which is... Well, they did get the Aegis, actually. They didn't get the Roshan either. But, you know, they got the Aegis, immediately wasted. Roshan actually went to Liquid. It didn't go to Mineski. So, a little bit funky. But now that Meepo hit and the Wisp, you know, you don't see it very often.
Level 25, just Meepo things, you know, he's going to be so much more difficult to bring down. I saw...
Ags on the Centaur. Nice, okay, so that's going to give him that unrestricted pathing for his whole team, and also, of course, the damage reduction as well. Yeah, the damage reduction is really good against Miracle this game as well on the Kunkka, with that crit coming through and the boat too. If he uses that during the Centaur roll... Ninja Boogie finds the courier with that root, and I think... Mind Control just messed up his hook shot as well.
Good ice path though.
They have the site available. They've got the Sentry and the X-Marks as well. Back in he goes. He pops the overgrowth actually just before he goes down. Just for fun.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Lincoln's coming up soon from Liquid to deal with this Hex from the Meepo. Otherwise he's going to need another way from his team to break it. And at the moment it's kind of only the Cask and the Spirit Siphon. And so Meepo's going to find it much more difficult to bring these heroes down without the Hex.
So what items can the Meepo get? I mean, he's got the Ethereal Blade to bring down that the Lincolns if they do get one. Yeah, that was a good pickup by him. Kind of already thinking ahead, and obviously it's more burst damage for all the poofs coming through too. I like this a lot, and it's very good at saving someone from the PL. They get gone on, especially Moon too. Well, it looks like Matumman and GH is setting up something here. They're hanging around. Flare will spot out Moon, and Moon very quickly backs off. And look at Ice and Moon just on the other side of these trees here. It feels like something's brewing in the winds, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? They've got this vision from Mineski though, from that ward. Oh, perfect flare, spots them out completely. Yeah. Pretty difficult for Mineski here. Liquid, they just back a tiny bit and smoke up. Yeah, and they're just going to use these visions on the, the illusions on the PL to scout here. Ice is in a pretty... Oh, Moon just got critted hard. That's pretty rough for Moon. And when Miracle gets his second Ageless online, it's only going to become more damage. Yeah, they need to take out this Kunkka to start off these fights. There's no other way they can win these fights unless they can kill this Kunkka, because otherwise he's just going to crit through all the Meepos and with the boat and with the torrent. I don't know. Oh, nice cook shot onto Mushi here. And with that Centaur though, he can just run out of this Oh, he's got a blink, right? He got a deal with those. Oh, big. And they'll also kill Jakiro. That is the Exorcism pop though, so they only lost the Jakiro for it. I think Liquid are going to be relatively happy with that, especially after the great disengage from Ice on this Centaur. Obviously, it's so easy for them to disengage after the hookshot now because they can just fly over the cogs with the Stampede. Pretty hilarious to watch the Witch Doctor just run away like that. Just, all right, I'm out, guys. And Kunkka does get the 25 strength now at level 20. Means he's going to be quite a lot more difficult to bring down. A fair bit, yes. Yes. It's about 400, 500 health there on the Kunkka with that strength, which is, you know, we see that as a talent in itself normally, never mind just as raw strength to give himself more damage.
Dire's middle tower
White's the problem for Mineski, so yeah, again, if they don't focus as Kunkka in these team fights, I think they're going to have a really hard time winning it. Jabs has been doing a good job of getting on top of Miracle though and trying to bring him down relatively quickly. Oh, look at the tree respawn time. 2-second tree respawn time? What a talent. Wait, what tree respawn? So whenever a tree breaks on the map now, within 2 seconds, it will respawn. I had no idea that talent was a thing. Everybody forgot Hit Tree was a hero for quite a while, so I don't blame you. Okay. I don't really know what advantage it has this game. But... I'm trying to figure that one out. I'm desperately trying to think. Who knows? Over 90 damage, he uses 2 seconds. It's got to be... So even with his Aghanim, the tree won't come back with his vision, will it? So... It's pretty good for the tree himself, though. Like this, if the doppelganger goes off... Oh, there they go. They're just straight back again. Yeah. Dire scan out there, and they do see just only Ninja Boogie there in the mid lane, so... Look, we're going to head bot though. Let's see if they can find something here. Mineski do have that high ground ward up though, so this is a good place for them to fight, I think. See, they're coming in. Looks like Mineski just want out. They're not really interested. And they find the hook shot onto the... they actually popped the ulti, but they got the ice bath off in time. And I think Mushi will go down all the same.
Yeah, very good timing by Kura there to follow up with the ice path to the Stampede. Meant Mushi couldn't escape for the second time in a row.
Yeah, no, he got out the first time, I think. They saved him with the ultimate the first time they used it.
Sorry. The illusions on the PL to scout here. Ice is in a pretty...
Oh, Moon just got critted hard.
That's pretty rough for Moon. And when Miracle gets his second...
The meanings of the English grammar. We'll talk about DOTA.
Become more damage.
Yeah, they need to take out this Kunkka to start off these fights. There's no other way they can win these fights unless they can kill this Kunkka, because otherwise he's just going to crit through all the Meepos and with the boat and with the torrent. I don't know, oh, nice cook shot onto Mushi here. And with that Centaur though, he can just run out of this oh, he's got a blink, right?
He got a deal with those.
Oh, big.
Top notch. And this lead from Liquid has really... though, so they only lost the Jakiro for it. I think Liquid are going to... Liquid has really... though, so they only lost the Jakiro before.
But at the same time, I feel like the Meepo's like chance of being that kind of, you know, the biggest hero in the game is kind of gone. Like Meepo's strength is that he gains XP so ridiculously fast, and you know, with the now once he hits level 25, you want to be on top. You want to be that's your go time.
I do agree, but at the same time, you know, he's always going to have that Hex available with that pick-off potential. So he is always going to be relevant, but I agree that he falls off more from that high-impact hero we see towards the beginning of the game.
That's the thing, you look at the side of Mineski and, you know, coming past kind of the 30, 35-minute mark, you know, which we're already at now, what real significant damage do they have? I mean, the Exodus is going to do a bit, and Jab's is going to do a bit.
Oh, the Yules on the X.
Enough? Is it enough? Yeah, they don't quite manage it. You got to be really precise with that Yule's timing. Most of the time, it's not going to work.
He must have been very close to being right there, though. It looked like it was going to go off to me. GH, great relocate there. Sends them all the way back to safety. And Ice does have the pipe now as well to help deal with the Jakiro damage coming through. Even the Kunkka with the boat too, so it's pretty nice.
The smoke out while the Meteor Hammer comes down at mid.
And Mineski have some good vision here as well. Yeah, the Yules comes out.
Up the Kuroki here, and now with the Death Ward as well, just a bit of extra damage on their Spirit Vessel is out. Moon trying to catch someone, and I think Kuroki does go down here, just to the ghosts. Right click from Mushi, finish the job.
Again, that's an exorcism used on Mineski, and they only got a Jakiro kill for it the same time.
So Ice will find Miracle, but he's got an Invis rune. Wow, that's fortunate timing.
That's a classic, isn't it? It felt like there wasn't really too much follow-up there by Mineski anyway, so not too much to worry about.
I feel with the Stampede, they could have got over there pretty fast, I think.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I think this third Roshan that's going to come up at some point soon is going to be the big thing for both these teams, because the Refresher Shard on the DP means that they can win a fight with the Exorcism and then pop it to push again. And with the Cheese or the Aegis on the Meepo too, they'll probably put the Cheese on the DP. It would be huge for Mineski to get that one. Just as much for Liquid if they can get the Aegis on the PL. They're struggling to kill him once on Mineski already, so killing him twice feels like it's a little bit
of a stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Miracle, he's got this double Daedalus now, jumping in, killing creeps, getting stuff done left, right, and center. But Liquid, you know, they're just kind of rallying behind these two cores they have, and Mushi just getting caught out big time in the top lane. Not too sure what he's doing this far forwards. I guess just shoving waves, maybe trying to get a cheeky deep ward down. Sometimes you do die putting down those deep wards. It's sometimes worth it. I don't think he actually got the ward down on this occasion, so. But there you go.
I think he was just trying to push the lane out as well.
Probably, yeah, shove the wave. GH and Mind Control hanging out. Oh, they decided to give the ring. That's why GH having a bottle.
Yeah, you really want... Clock doesn't farm very well, does he? So whenever he has the chance to get gold, he's not gonna say no, I think.
Certainly, certainly. And it is Liquid grouping up around top. They're actually going onto the tree here. Ninja Boogie is trying to get that overgrowth off. Will be successful, but what does it matter? As Mind Control is able to take him out all the same with the help of the Timberman.
Yeah, and how long is it till the Roshan's up now? Because that's the big question for me. I'm sure after that tree kill, they would have loved to have got it.
About 30 seconds.
Going to be very soon.
Uh-oh.
Miracle, though.
Big kill on Miracle in the bottom lane as Moon and Jabs get to work. That is a huge kill.
That's massive for them.
Maybe they can contest Roche, but they need to get over there quickly because Roshan is spawning very, very soon, and Liquid are just waiting for it. They're literally sitting in the Roshan pit and waiting for it to spawn.
Oh no, the bot lane again! GH goes down.
GH goes down, and Mineski can keep pushing if they want. They've got his defensive ward up to their side as well. Ice gonna find Jakiro. Meanwhile, Roche is under attack by Timberman.
Just dropping his items on ice to try and stop the TP from the Jakiro.
It was a nice attempt. They need to get over to the Roshan pit fast. How much health is the Roshan?
Very low.
They're gonna go there. I don't think they're gonna get
Jabs is coming in.
He's gonna net and he's gonna see. Is he interested? You know he is. You know he is. He's jumping into the Roche pit. He is going now, and who's gonna get it? It's actually Matumbo who gets the Aegis this time, but Roche does go down to the Meepo. Matumbo just fighting it up with jabs, and that one Meepo in the middle getting very low and does get brought down by Matumbo Man. And now they can just go crazy inside this Roche pit without the threat. The Death Wall doing actually a lot of work, and Moon, he's actually clearing up with these ghosts.
Meepo buys back as well, so he might come back in here, but Moon's in trouble.
Moon is in a lot of trouble as they are chasing him down and trying to take him out of this fight. He's trying to get away. Where can he go though? The ghosts, they need to come back soon, but they still got such a long time, and he gets brought down as well. Did Matumman even lose the Aegis? He did not.
And with that heart regen coming through, he's going to go back to 100%, and looks like Liquid here, they're going to be in a pretty favourable position to try and get their second set of racks. Moon does have buyback, but without Exorcism,
there's
not the same fight potential.
There's not even that much point. So with the Meepo on Bookway, you know, he's back at least, so maybe he can do something.
Yeah. I think Miracle's going to...
I think this is Liquid's game now. I don't really see how Mineski can stop the Aegis push. I mean, they're going to need a really, really big team fight. Really, really big.
So here we go. They're running up to the high ground. With this butterfly and the PL and the Aegis, he's just so difficult for them to deal with.
Yeah, Meepo's thinking about trying some kind of split push, or whether he should just get back, not really sure. Could be quite a nice bait actually if you bring the other Meepos in from base.
And this living armor is annoying for the PL to deal with, but the illusions can clip it away at it too, so it doesn't take too long to get through. Ice.
This is being taken down. He's going down quick, and with the defusal blade as well, they were actually just able to finish off with the hit from the Kunkka.
He does buy back on ice though. Moon's up in 5 seconds, so Liquid need to be a little bit careful here.
Meanwhile, Meepo going at the base on the other side of the map. They have taken the tier 3, and I think they will clear off after that. Meanwhile, Meepo up at the dire side.
Yeah, oh, they didn't quite finish the tier 3 off, unfortunately. I'm sure he would have loved to have tried to get that split push going, but it's pretty difficult. Liquid just doing a good job of playing around their observer ward here. They don't want to get smoked upon and then be in an area where they don't have the fight vision advantage. And PL does pick up that crit strike now at level 25, so yeah, his damage output is very high now.
Hitting even harder this game. And there's a 50% Tidebringer cleave on the Kunkka as well, so these 25s are really quite huge for Liquid. Can really make the difference.
Yeah, all of a sudden their damage output just goes out the window, doesn't it?
Very scary for the side of Mineski. But, you know, they've proven against odds that they can win team fights with this lineup. The Exorcism, it does a lot of damage to them. Liquid, they can't be overconfident here.
Yeah, and with the bot lane pushing in as well now for Liquid, they don't have to worry about the Meepo split push. So I think they're going to try and really force something here. Edgy forward a little bit more. With this Aegis, I think he's going to be quite happy to just possibly just even send his illusions up to the high ground to try and do a bit of the pushing for him.
They're not going to live long enough.
Here we go. Miracle is coming in now from the back line, so they're probably just trying to wait for him before they really commit. Oh, good man to dodge on the cask though.
Yeah.
You see Chaps just hiding all the rest of his Meepos on the side.
Well, malediction is used. Oh my god, Mushi. He just got critted by illusions and died.
That's very
Oh no, surely it was... Meanwhile, Roche is under attack by Timberman.
Dropping his items on ice to try and stop the TP from the Jakiro.
It was a nice attempt. They need to get over to the Roshan pit fast. How much health is the Roshan?
Very low.
He's going to go there. I don't think they're going to get it.
He's coming in.
He's going to net and he's going to see. Is he interested? You know he is. You know he is. He's jumping into the Roche pit. He is going now, and who's going to get it? It's actually Matumman who gets the Aegis in time.
Isn't it? You see Jabs in the backline.
Matumman just fighting it up with Jabs, and that one Meepo in the middle getting very low and does get brought down by Matumman. And now they can just go crazy inside this room without the threat.
And Kunkka even has the Lincolns now as well to be able to try and survive that Hex.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower
they smoke up, but there's two heroes right behind him. And Moon immediately pops the ultimate, pops the Shivas, goes straight in on this one. Now comes the ultimate from Jabs. They just run across the high ground, trying to find the Kunkka, but in the main side of the fight, Moon gets taken down. Fires back immediately, getting straight in, has no exorcism anymore. But what does it matter? Meanwhile, Ninja Boogie in the tree lines gets some nice overgrowth up, which is going to mean he lives a little bit longer. I think he's completely trapped there. I'm not too sure. Meanwhile,
Meepo on the top side of the fight as well is trying to fight it out against Moon.
he's trying to find anyone, but there comes a crit from Kunkka, and Mushi gets balked down very quickly by the Matumba Man. Ice trying to get away, will just about be successful. The cogs don't quite come in, but they've lost their Meepo, and I think that is game.
Yeah, without the buyback on the Meepo. I don't think this is going to be a very happy ending for Mineski.
I think not, as well as they get started on the tier 4s. Yeah, Moon's ready. Moon's ready. I mean, what else can you do in this situation? Moon's going to go down to the ship, to Matumba Man, to PL. Ice Slice jumps into the pit, and GG is called.
Great game by Liquid there. It looked like after that second Roshan fight when the Meepo got the Aegis away and they got the cheat, looked like Mineski were going to be able to turn it, but they never really got into the high ground again, did they, at that point? And without being able to push the waves up for them, it felt like Liquid were always dictating when the fights were going to be, you know, happening. But like the PL, he had a really good start and they didn't
really see how Mineski can stop. Aegis push, I mean, they're going to be a really big team fight. Really big.
Here we go, they're running up to the high ground. With this butterfly and the PL and the Aegis, he's just so difficult for them to deal with.
Meepo's thinking about trying some kind of split push, or whether he should just get back, not really sure. Could be quite a nice bait actually if you bring the other Meepos in from base.
And this living armor is annoying for the PL to deal with, but the illusions can clip it away at it too, so it doesn't take too long to get through. Ice.
He's being taken down. He's going down quick, and with the diffusal blade as well, they're actually just able to finish off with the hit from the Kunkka.
He does buy back on Ice though. Moon's up in 5 seconds, so Liquid need to be a little bit careful here.
Meanwhile, Meepo going at the base on the other side of the map. They have taken the tier 3, and I think they will clear off after that. Meanwhile, Meepo up at the dire side.
Yeah, oh, they didn't quite finish the tier 3 off, unfortunately. I'm sure he would have loved to have tried to get that split push going, but it's pretty difficult. Liquid just doing a good job of playing around their observer ward here. They don't want to get smoked upon and be in an area where they don't have the fight vision advantage.